Black Cab, an English institution, revered the world over for its elegance, style and its driver, the Great British Cabbie. London cabbies are at the top of their game. It takes them years to learn what's known as the knowledge. They have to memorise every inch of our nation's capital. That's 25,000 streets and 60,000 points of interest. They are the ultimate satellite navigation machine. So what happens when we replace 3 London cabbies with 3 celebrities? They've got just 8 weeks to learn central London. The question is, which of our celebrities really know their own backyard? Becoming a black cab driver isn't easy. Before they can hit the streets, cabbies must learn our capital inside out. And it's not just about roads. They need to know clubs, pubs, restaurants, theatres, places to stay, parks, churches, transport, in fact, just about everything. Cabbies then have to memorise the most direct routes between all these points to gain the knowledge of London.
Leave on your right, Avenue Road.
The process takes years and hundreds are unsuccessful. So what happens when 3 celebrities have 2 months to learn a section of central London? We're giving them an area that stretches from Holborn in the north to Victoria train station in the south. They'll be expected to know every nook and cranny of the area. But they won't be allowed on the streets until they've proved they can master the basics at our very own cabbie school in Essex. Rookie cabbie number 1 is broadcaster and journalist Janet Street Porter. Janet is a Londoner born and bred, but has written off 4 cars in her 10 years at the wheel.
I like black cab drivers and I hate minicab drivers. I hate minicab drivers who have that sat-nav thing that goes up the neck, and it's always a really, really irritating body. Well, I'm really looking forward to getting in a cab today and giving it a test drive. That part I'm looking forward to, but I'm not really looking forward to meeting the public and having to take... The other thing is taking that money over your shoulder. Am I going to get an injury from doing that strange move that all the taxi drivers can do, where they kind of hand you your change and the receipt with a double-jointed action?
Joining Janet will be kids TV presenter and teenage heartthrob Jeff Brazier. Jeff loves driving and, being from Essex, already has plenty of cabbie mates.
I think if I wasn't on TV doing various jobs, then I'd probably be doing the knowledge myself. I think that this is a good chance to actually dip my toe in the water and see what it's actually like. You know, so obviously I'm going to want to pass the exam, and I'm going to want to do this part of the knowledge, however big it is, and obviously succeed.
Our 3rd student is the daughter of one of the most influential Prime Ministers in British history. Carol Thatcher grew up in the centre of Westminster, but hasn't driven for 2 years.
If I were a politician going back to my mother's number 10 days, I wouldn't bother with opinion polls and swingometers and all that sort of stuff. I'd just spend a few pounds on riding around in a few taxis, and the drivers surely would tell me what's wrong with the country and probably how to do a cabinet minister's job better. It's never crossed my mind to do a stint as a cabbie, but I think Carol's Cabs has a nice little ring about it, don't you?
Time for the celebrities to find out what they're letting themselves in for.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name's Derek and I'm the Knowledge Master. And over the next 2 months, I'll be monitoring your progress as you study for the knowledge of London. The knowledge is about learning the streets of London and the places of interest, which will enable you to become a taxi driver. You've probably got a conception or perhaps we should say a misconception, that you already know London. Carol, when you leave the Houses of Parliament and you're travelling over Westminster Bridge, which direction are you heading?
South of the river.
You're not. You're heading east, in fact. If you picked up a tourist and they asked you to be taken to London's oldest restaurant, where would you take them to?
My mum's house.
Oh, can I answer it?
Please
Is
feel
it
free.
Rules in Maiden Lane?
It certainly is. I'm most
Yes!
impressed.
Result!
Within this area, you will be expected to know every street, every road, the consequences of where they go to, the points of interest that are located on those streets. You will then be expected to know the route between any given street or any given point of interest to any other within the selected area. One of the things you
Have
will
you got
have
to
to...
know where the lap dancing clubs are?
Yes,
Because I'm
most
not
definitely.
doing that.
Most
I'm not. If
definitely.
any bloke gets in my cab and wants to go pole dancing, lap dancing, any of that malarkey,
think I should
he's
point
not
out of
getting
this-
in my cab, Derek. I'll forego that money.
In order for us to complete this task, how often a week do you recommend that we go out in the field, as it were?
Okay, I always recommend that you should go out possibly 5 days a week. You should never spend longer than 2 hours out.
Slightly concerned.
Right, okay.
Oh, don't be silly. You'll be good at homework, doll. You're much nearer the homework age than me.
Your first test will be to see how you control a London taxi. Behind you we have an obstacle course laid out to see how you control the vehicle. We will also like you to meet your cabbies, who are going to be your mentors over the next 2 months.
I'm not really hoping to get a mentor who's any more irritating than I am, given that I am pretty irritating. I've got a very short fuse.
I'm really looking forward to meeting the one that's going to be coaching me. I can imagine he's going to be a huge character, and I look forward to learning from him.
I think I'm going to be an enthusiastic pupil, but they're going to have to be quite a hard taskmaster.
Our first teacher is cabbie of 16 years, Steve McNamara. Steve's a minor celebrity himself, known in the press as the voice of the cabbies.
How did I get to be a cab driver? Probably by accident. It's something I sort of drifted into as a temporary thing until something better came up, and nothing better came up. I'm hopeful that the celebrity I get is somebody who's quite switched on, quite bright. I mean, I'm absolutely dreading you giving me some celebrity cook. You know, somebody who thinks they're famous because they can mash a potato.
Steve's about to meet his celebrity.
Ah. Janet Street Porter, I know you.
Don't tell me you had me in the back
Back
of
in your cab
cab.
once. Yeah, you've already got the hang of this, haven't you?
I know.
Right.
Have you got the hatred of Ken Livingstone as well?
No, he's all right. I like Ken. He's good.
I don't like him.
No, he's good.
No.
You want the keys?
Oh, the ignition, right.
Ignition
okay.
keys come in handy.
Okay. Oh, it's uncomfortable.
No, it's a luxury machine. It's forget any quality car you've ever sat in. This is it.
I can't get my leg under the steering wheel.
Our second mentor is 38-year-old Lisa Rose. Out of 25,000 cab drivers, only 2,000 are female. But doing the knowledge seemed an obvious choice for Lisa.
My dad's a cab driver, I married a cab driver, and my best friend's a cab driver, her husband's a cab driver. So it just all sort of fell in that, yeah, that's what I'll do. Well, I've been here 13 years now, and there's not, I would say there's not a day goes by when someone don't get in and say that they ain't seen a woman cab driver.
You like the first one I've had?
Really? Yeah. I love having a laugh with the passengers that get in the back. You can have a good laugh with some of them. It's great fun.
Time for Lisa to meet her student.
Hello.
All right, there.
But Jeff wasn't expecting a woman.
What's your name?
Lisa.
Lisa, nice to meet
All
you.
right,
And do you
nice to
know
meet
what? It's nice that I've got a woman cabbie.
Yeah, the
You know,
best one.
because I've never actually been in a cab with a woman driver, with a woman cabbie, should I say.
Yeah.
So, not that there's any major difference, but... So what do we need to do now?
I've got to give you the keys
Really?
and show you around the
Straight
cab.
up?
Yeah.
So let's get in. Oh, God. You got little legs, haven't you? I'm going to have to put this seat back somehow.
It won't go back, it's stuck.
No.
It's
All right, well,
stuck.
yeah, that'll be all right.
No, not like that.
Right.
Meet Courtney Cornell. He's a cab driver who sees the knowledge as a way of life.
I love the knowledge so much. I'm dedicated to it. I'm so dedicated, you can see my ring. And to show you how committed I was, I left my family for a year, like a Shaolin monk. And I went and hibernated for a year. All I had in a room was a bed and a map. So come with me, guys, on a trip of a lifetime. This is London. You see this, you see London. And this is the only vehicle I will drive. And as you notice, it's black. And looking at me, a black cab driver, what more can you want? I love driving around London so much, I'll go around about 50 times. Whatever celebrity I get, I expect them to pass. And they must pass. Otherwise, what will I look like? Right?
Courtney's pupil arrives.
Cal Thatcher.
Hello,
Hi, man.
hello. Hey, I'm a taxi driver. Keep me in here. How are you?
I'm a more natural passenger than driver.
I want you to listen to me good because we got a test on, we got a competition on our hands here.
I'll listen to what you say. I'll do me homework.
Well, please do, please do. I don't want mummy coming after me now. All right?
You don't want me coming after you either.
No. Coming up, the celebrities are given their first driving lesson.
Whoa!
And we find out which of the students can really cut it as a cabbie.
And at the moment, you've driven into the car in front.
Yeah, but I didn't know it was a car, did I?
Earlier, Janet, Jeff and Carol were introduced to the mammoth task of becoming a London cab driver.
You will be expected to know every street, every road.
Slightly concerned.
And they met their cabbie mentors who will guide them on their way as they learn the knowledge of London.
I don't want mummy coming after me now.
It's time for the mentors to hand over control of their precious cabs to the celebrities.
Here we go.
When fully laden, a London cab weighs nearly 2.5 tons, a whole ton heavier than an average car, and all cabbies must prove they can handle it. The mentors must teach their students to control the vehicle through several tricky obstacles. But first, the celebs will be introduced to their cabs.
After you've been driving it about a week, yeah, you're going to want some hemorrhoid cream, so I've got you a fresh new tube down there, so you'll be all right.
Oh, no, that was such a cabbie joke.
No, they're good. It's not a joke. It's not a joke.
Courtney's decided to start with the basics.
As you can see, the wheels, obviously. Yes?
4 wheels,
Yes,
Courtney,
yes.
We're going to get on, aren't we? We're both quite honest.
Yes. And I do expect high standards from her. I can't let who her mum is stop me from making her do this properly.
Right, no, good luck.
But Jeff can't wait to get going.
Here we go. Turn right down.
And while Jeff's speeding around, Janet's got more questions for Steve.
Oh, look, how do you do that change thing? You've got to move your hand.
Through the little window, you've got to open the little window. Man, that's it, you've got to slide. That's it, yes, you've mastered it.
Oh, my God.
Before Carol's allowed at the wheel, Courtney's decided to show her how it's done.
Okay, Courtney.
Now, this is how the professionals do it. So just watch, look, learn, and maybe listen. All right? You come in and then you do a full turn. You fully lock the wheel, around, in, out, yes, in, out.
All right, well, slalom, here I come.
To test their handling skills, the celebrities will be expected to steer their cabs through a slalom. And Janet is first to give it a
Go a
try.
bit wide, left. That's it. Oh, yes. And again, yes. Oh, you're going to walk this?
Right, done the slalom, I don't need another practice. I want to do really, really well. So I spent so much of my life in taxis and I've always thought, I wonder if I can do it.
Time for Jeff to try the slalom, but his enthusiastic approach is proving careless.
Hang on, back. We've got to reverse, yeah? Oh. Okay, so I've not done very well with that one.
don't take it so near to the cones. If you're
Okay.
going too near, you're going to hit them.
Yeah.
Okay? I want to sit in the back with you and ride with you.
We're not obliged to wear seatbelts, are we?
No, no.
Okay.
So, can Carol handle it?
Careful. Don't turn.
One of the most useful manoeuvres for a cab driver is the U-turn, and black cabs are renowned for their acute turning circle. They can turn in spaces 10 feet narrower than a normal car.
Right, do a U-turn just here. Right, just yank it on full lock. You won't make that. Turn it to the right.
Oh, you don't think this way goes?
No, it won't make that.
Oh,
Well, I might be wrong.
you're so wrong.
I was wrong.
Right, done that.
Maybe I was a bit more worried about my paintwork than you.
Time for Jeff to give it a go.
Over your flesh now.
There, other side of the road, swinging round.
Push that come on it. I'm on the front, I'm on Ken. Like, I imagine him hanging out the window. Oh, I love. Just as long as he keeps his eye on the road in front and not the girl with a short skirt on, I don't care, you know what I mean?
When driving in the city, it's essential that all cabbies master the parallel park. But not everyone wants to give it a try.
I don't think I'm going to achieve this.
You will. Just go for it. You can do it.
I haven't got the courage.
No, you're not a no-hoper. Right, turn.
Well, I've got a new best friend in Courtney, obviously a pro at what he does, terribly nice guy, very patient of the foibles of a female driver.
Go on, in you
A
go.
single thing.
In you go, on. I'll tell you, go. Turn to the left, turn. Right, take it out now, take it out. And be slow about it. Come. Whoa.
What have I done wrong? Hit something?
Basically, you want to be where you are now, but out here.
Surely Janet's up to the challenge.
What you've got to do, you should have pulled up parallel with it. Because it's supposed to be like two parked cars.
I don't understand.
I'll show you.
Right, you show me, 'cause
Right.
I can't understand it.
The theory is,
Yeah.
that's a gap. That's a gap, right? That's a car parked in front, and
Yeah.
that's a car parked behind. So you've driven the front of the cab into the
Oh,
parked car.
I don't. Well, nobody explains these stupid tests.
Well, look, you're here now, it's straightforward. That's not kicking cones.
All right, I'm parking in this space.
In that space, that's it, straightforward.
All right.
And at the moment, you've driven into the car in front.
Yeah, but I didn't know it was a car, did
Well,
I?
it is.
So, is Jeff up to the challenge?
So this one's going to be perfect, yeah?
Don't even know where the
Oh,
cone
you're
is.
right, on your bike. There you go. Straighten up. That's it. Up. That'll be it for that. That's your best one so far.
Yeah, you like that?
Yeah.
With Lisa's expert guidance, Jeff's finally pulled off a perfect manoeuvre. Time for the test. The students must negotiate the course in 90 seconds to pass, and they will be penalised for any mistakes. Jeff is first. He successfully negotiates the slalom,
Come, Jeff.
struggles at the U-turn,
What are we doing it then?
but pulls off the parallel park to achieve a time of 1 minute 7 seconds.
Any good?
That's all right.
Next up, it's Carol.
Just do your best. Don't run into the barrier, please. I've got to work later.
I don't think my middle name is Michael Schumacher. Okay.
Okay? You go, girl.
She hits a cone on the slalom, giving her a 5-second penalty. But she completes the U-turn without a problem.
Couldn't have done it better myself.
I was born to have a chauffeur.
Time to parallel park.
All right.
And even with the time penalty, Carol is 5 seconds faster than Jeff.
Okay.
Last, it's Janet. She cruises through the slalom, takes the U-turn with ease. But can she parallel park?
Ah! I hate doing anything
You
less
haven't
than
lost.
perfect.
I reckon you're going to... Well, you come... I reckon... If you're not first, you're certainly second. You're not last.
Janet completed the course in an amazing 50 seconds, meaning that everyone has passed within the 90-second limit.
Can't believe it.
Well done, well done.
It's time for the Knowledge Master to reveal who's top of the class.
And the celebrity with the fastest time was Janet.
No. Some mistake.
That's what, you know.
I can't believe it.
One down, plenty more to go.
I didn't need a driving lesson. Once it had been explained to me what I had to do properly, once you'd explained that the cones were where the cars were and what was the space, then I could do it.
But there's one final showdown. Becoming a cabbie is all about getting to your destination as quickly as possible. Time to test the nerve of our would-be cab drivers with a lap of the racetrack.
You go, girl! Go!
Halfway round, and Carol is leading the path, while Jeff is trailing in last place.
Go!
Carol wins the race.
I think I would like to have done it faster, but I promised Courtney that I wouldn't make any dents in his nice, shiny black cab.
Yes! I am the winner.
With the obstacle course, I'm absolutely thrilled that I won. And now the next stage of learning the knowledge, well, obviously I'm hoping I can win that too.
Next time, our 3 celebrity trainees join their cabbie teachers for a day at work.
Carol Thatcher? Yes. Ah, right.
Do you mind if I share the cab with you?
Oh my God.
And the students go in search of their first fares.
I don't want to put the light on! I don't want a passenger yet, I'm not ready.
As they discover what it's really like to be in the hot seat.
Running a little bit late now.
Oh, how the lights have changed. Twist for a laugh.
A comical flipper walk gets the public laughing tonight at 7:30 when the sea lions transfer to their new enclosure in 2 editions of the zoo. Then at 10, Sky Travel is in for tourist trouble.